Namaste, dear students. First of all, I want to welcome you to our English virtual class of grade 5. First of all, you have to be ready with your English textbook, an exercise book, and a pen or a pencil as usual. Have you taken them out? Well, that's good. If you haven't taken them out, please take out your English textbook, an exercise book, and a pen or a pencil. Well, today we are going to learn something that I don't want to tell you now. Later you will know and you will practice about that one. So for that, you have to watch me and you have to listen to me very carefully. I am here to teach you, okay? So all of you be ready. And all of you turn the pages of your textbook, Unit 8. Have you turned the pages? Very good. So I want to start our today's class. So first of all, I want to show you some pictures, okay? You have to look at the pictures and you have to tell me what I ask you, and then we will practice and you will know what we are going to learn today. So the first picture I want to show you. Have a look. So what do you see in the picture, dear students? Yes, that is a bag, okay? So now what is written there again? Yes, there's written Minaz, M-I-N-A, apostrophe, comma, and S, Minaz. Later on, I will ask you, why I don't write there only M-I-N-A? Why apostrophe, comma, and S is used there, okay? Now, looking at this picture, looking at this name Minaz, you have to make a question. So can you make a question? See, there's a bag and there is a name of a girl, Minaz. Looking at these two things, you have to make a question. Let us try. Have you made? Well, whether your question is right or not, I want to show you. But don't worry if your question is not right, because you are here to learn and I am here to teach you. So are you ready? Okay, then check your question. The question is, see, A asks, whose bag is this? So is that your question that you have written? Well, some of you might have written correctly, some of you not. Don't worry, we will practice today in this class. All right. So, whose bag is this? If I ask you this question, whose bag is this? Then what is your answer? See, for you, there is a word Minaz. Now, based on this Minaz, with the help of this Minaz, you have to write the answer. Please try it. Have you finished? So what did you write? Please tell me. Oh, yes. Now you can check. Your answer should be, it is Minaz's bag, or you can write down, this is Minaz's bag. And another sentence I have written here is, it is hers. Okay? See, it is Minaz's bag, it is hers. And I hope you might have already noticed I have highlighted these two words with red color, Minaz and hers. Later on, you will have to tell me and I will make you clear. Is that clear to you? Good. Now, similarly, I want to show you another picture. And then again, you have to make this type of question. And again, after making that question, you have to write down its answer. So for it, be ready. So the next picture for you is, oh, what is there? That's a, yes, that is doll. And name is Binods, you know, B-I-N-O-D apostrophe comma S, Binods. Now, looking at these two things, the doll and name Binods, you have to make a similar question. So, what's the question? Please write it. Well, what did you write, my students? Good. Now you can check. You might have written, see, whose doll is this? This is a doll, okay? Whose doll is this? Now you have to again write down its answer. Please try it. Have you finished writing? Well, now you can see. Your answer should be like this. It is Binod's doll. It is his. See, previously we wrote it is Mina's bag, okay? And then it is ours. But now we have written it is Binod's because Binod's is written here. And here we are not writing ours, okay? We are writing his. So answer is, it is Binod's doll. It is his. And here also I have highlighted the words Binod's and his. In the second sentence, we are not using the name. And in our previous answer also, we didn't write Mina's second time. In our second sentence, we wrote there, it is hers. Okay? So likewise, like this, I want to show you again another picture. And you have to make this type of thing. So is it okay? Good. Now, the next picture for you is, let's see, a boy with a guitar, okay? And his name is, let's say, Ravi. Now, again you have to make a similar question that we have already practiced. We have already made for Minas and Binods. Like that, you have to write down the question for this picture. Have you finished? Very good. Now, your question should be, whose guitar is this? See, your question should be, whose guitar is this? Isn't it? Now, what is its answer? Please write it down again. Have you finished? Very good. Now, your answer should be, please tell me. Yes, once again tell me please. Very good. Your answer is, it is Ravi's guitar. See, here again we write Ravi's and here is his, okay? Because Ravi is name of a boy, okay? Male. So if here is a name of a girl, female's name, then what do you write here? Hers, okay? H-E-R-S, hers. Like this, I want to show you some more pictures and you have to write them down in your notebook and you have to tell me like this. So another picture for you is, see, Goma with her bicycle, okay? And here's written Goma. Now you have to make similar question and similar answer as we have already practiced. Are you writing? Good. Have you finished? Fine. Now your question should be like this. Yes. Whose bicycle is this? So what's the question? Please read once again. Whose bicycle is this? All right. Now you have to tell me its answer. I want to listen to you. Okay, tell me. Very good. Your answer is, yes, you have said it is Goma's bicycle. It is hers. Now, here we are not writing his because here is the name of a girl, that is Goma. And for a girl's name or for female's name, we are writing here hers, H-E-R-S, hers, okay? So here is apostrophe comma S, Goma's bicycle. So another picture again. See, what do you see in the picture? Is it interesting? Yes, surely. There's a dog. And what is the name of this girl that I want to give you? Yes, it is Hema. Now again, like that one, please write down a question with its answer. Have you finished? Okay, now you can take your question and its answer with mine, okay? The question should be, whose dog is this? See, whose dog is this? Once again, you also please tell me, whose dog is this? And its answer is, what is its answer? Yes, it is Hema's dog. It is hers. Again here, the name, this name is of a girl. She is Hema. So that's why we have written here hers, H-E-R-S, hers, okay? So whose dog is this? It is Hema's dog, you can say, or you can say it is hers. Likewise, another picture I have for you, and you can see a boy and there's a cow, okay? So the name of the boy is Dinesh. Now, again you have to tell me the question. Please write it down and tell me. Okay, what's the question you have written down? Okay, very good. The question you have written down is, whose cow is this? An answer, you can surely say. Its answer is, yes, that is, it is Dinesh's cow. It is his. Again, the name of a boy is Dinesh. It is a boy's name, okay, male's name. That's why we have written here his, not hers. Now, after this one, can you tell me what we are going to learn today in our class? I hope you might have got the idea. Can you tell me? Oh, it's difficult? No. Yes, we are going to learn, it is, see, possessive, P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-V-E, possessive. Again, pronouns, P-R-O-N-O-U-N-S, pronouns. Dear students, you also practice saying these words once again. P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-V-E, possessive. Once again, all of you please pronounce this word. P-O-S-S-E-S-S-I-V-E, possessive. Once again, please tell me. Possessive. Very good. And pronouns. See, today in our class, we are learning possessive pronouns. And you have already practiced a few, okay? So, I am going to teach you some more, and then later on, you can do yourselves. So, for this, you have to look at, and you have to note it down in your exercise book too. So, see. So, what do you see? Yes, there's a table. And in the table, you can find so many things, okay? So, here is subject, possessive pronouns, possessive adjectives. So, first of all, I want to tell you what is pronoun. So, can you tell me what is pronoun? So, for that one, I just like to show you, okay? For example, if I write H-A-R-I, hurry, G-O-E-S, goes to school every day, E-V-E-R-Y-D-A-Y, every day. So, which one is subject here? Yes, the subject here is hurry, because hurry goes to school. So, if I ask you to write pronoun for this hurry, what do you write? Do you write he, or she, or it, or we, or you, or they? What do you write? Yes, you are right. You write here he. Hari is the name of a boy, or you can say male's name. Okay. So for male's name, if there is only one male, we have to write down he. That's why in place of Hari, we write the word he. That's why he is the pronoun here. Okay. So if you want to write complete sentence, then it becomes Hari goes to school every day. Everyday, every day. See, so he means who? Yes, he means Hari. That's why he is the pronoun that we write in place of noun. Hari is a naming word. Hari is a noun. So in place of Hari, in the second sentence, we are not writing same name. So we replace with he. That's why he is a pronoun. So likewise, if here is a name of a girl, for example, Sita, S-I-T-A, Sita, then what do you write here? C. Yes, you have to write down C for girl's name if there is only one girl. Okay. If I write there Hari and Sita, for example, let me write it down. Hari, H-A-R-I, Hari and Sita go to school every day. See, if I write down Hari and Sita, there are two persons. Okay. So what do you write here? Pronouns. Can you tell me? Do you write he and she? He and she go to school every day? Or what pronoun do you write? Yes, in a word, we can use only one pronoun for this Hari and Sita. So for it, you can write they, T-H-E-Y, they. So don't write he and she, you can write they. So they go to school every day. They go to school every day. E-B-E-R-Y-D-A-Y, every day. So it means you have to understand that if there is more than one person, at that time we have to write down they. But if I write here Hari and Hari, Sita and I, for example, Hari, S-I-T-A, Sita and I go to school, at that time, which pronoun do you use? Do you use again they go to school? If you say they, then you are not involved there. I is not involved. So in this case, we have to use we. We go to school every day. So dear students, from here, what you have to understand is pronoun is a word that replaces the noun. Or when we use the word in place of noun or in place of a naming word, at that time, that word is called a pronoun. So is it clear about pronoun? And you know subject. Subject means a person or a thing that does work in a sentence. Here who go to school? Hari, Sita and I. Okay. So doer in the sentence is a subject. So after this, I want to make you clear another thing you have to understand. Possession, possessive pronouns. So what do you mean by possession? For example, if I ask you, whose pen is this? You say, this is Sir's pen. Okay? In our previous examples, when I showed you the pictures, you said Mina's bag. You said Binod's doll. You said Dipesh, let's say cow, for example. Likewise, if that shows that belongs to anyone else. For example, this pen belongs to me. Ownership of this pen goes to me. Okay? It is not yours. It is not Ram's. It is not Sita's. It is mine. That's why it is not others. So if we want to show that type of ownership, if we want to show that type of possession, that is what we call possessive pronouns. Is it clear to you? For example, in our example we have written, it is it is Mina's bag. And then we wrote it is hers, hers. See, if you want to use the name, then you have to use name and you have to use their apostrophe, comma, and s to show the possession. But if you don't want to write name and if you want to replace this name with pronoun, you have to use possessive pronoun. So if you write here it is her, her, it will be wrong. So possessive pronoun of Minaz is hers, hers. Okay. So this is what we call possessive pronouns. And today we are learning possessive pronouns. Okay. So for it, I want to make you clear through this table. Look at the table. See, first person. I hope you know what is first person. Always, speaker is the first person. For example, I am speaking here, so I am the first person. I always use I because I am the speaker. If here are many persons, at that time we, plural form for the first person is we. Okay, so first person subject I, we. And if you want to use possessive pronouns of I, we, then it is mine, ours. For example, I can say this pen is mine. Okay, this pen is mine. And I can say this classroom is ours, plural form, because we are many. So this classroom is ours. Okay, so for first person possessive pronouns you have to use mine and ours. And if you want to say possessive adjectives, you have to use only my. Later on, I will show you in the sentences the difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Then, second person. Who is the second person? Always listener. For example, I am speaking here and you are listening to me. So, you are the second person. I am using you. Okay, listener is the second person. So, for singular listener or for plural listeners, you have to use the same word, that is you, for the subject. Okay, and for possessive pronouns, you have to use yours. Like we wrote, it is Mina's bag, it is hers. Like that, you have to use it is yours. For example, if this pen belongs to you, at that time I can say this is yours. Okay, this is yours. And possessive adjectives, you have to use your only. I can say this is your pen. See, this is yours, this is your pen. So there is a difference. I will make you clear later on in the sentences. Okay. Likewise, we have third person. If that is a male, boy, and that is only one, for subject you have to use he. For example, in place of Hari goes to school, we wrote he goes to school. Likewise, for possessive pronouns his. If this pen belongs to Hari, I can say it is his. As we said, this doll is Binod's doll and it is his. Okay. And for possessive adjective his. Likewise, for girl, female, if there is only one, for subject we have to use she also, SHE. Then for possessive pronouns her, we have to use hers. And then possessive adjectives we have to use only her. Okay. So here should be she. And likewise, if that is, you don't know whether that is a boy or a girl. If you don't know that is male or female, at that time you can use it. For example, you see a dog and you don't know whether that dog is a male or a female. At that time, you have to use it for subject. And for possessive pronouns, you have to use its. And for possessive adjectives, also you have to use its. Okay. Now, if there are many persons, do you know third person? For example, you, I and you are talking about another persons. For example, Hari is not here and we are talking about Hari. So Hari becomes third person. So for Hari, we use he. If we talk about Kavita, for Kavita, we use she. If we talk about a black dog, then we use it, that is third person. Okay, so if there are many people, many persons, at that time we have to use they. And for possessive pronouns they, you have to use theirs. Okay, and for possessive adjectives we have to use their. So I want to make you clear. For example, you can look at the example. Possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Actually, we are learning to use possessive pronouns today, but you may be confused between possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. That's why you should know it. For example, this is my book, but here is written, this book is mine. Look at, if we use this my, for example, your, his, her, before the naming word, book is a naming word, isn't it? So before the naming word, if we use this my, your, his, her, its, then that becomes possessive adjectives. See, once again, I want to write it on the board and you look at this, T-H-I-S, this is your pen. See, this is your pen. Okay. See, here is naming word pen. Before naming word, if we use this your, my, his, her, then it becomes possessive adjectives. If there is this word plus naming word noun, then this is possessive adjective. Alright? But if we don't use naming word and if we use only the pronoun to show ownership for showing possession, at that time that is, let's say, possessive pronouns. For example, you can write this is hers. For example, this is hers. It means this pen belongs to her. Here is no naming word. See, there is, I haven't written pen there. There is no naming word. So with naming word, if we use, then that becomes possessive adjectives. And without naming word, if we use the pronoun to show the ownership, to show the possession, or to show belongingness, that is what we call possessive pronouns. Is it clear to you? Very good. Now, look at some other sentences. See, here my. This is my book. Before book, naming word, there is the word my. And here mine. This book is mine. Look at, after mine, there is not naming word. Likewise, your. Is this your umbrella? See, before umbrella, naming word. Umbrella is a naming word, noun. And before umbrella, there is your. That's why it is possessive adjectives. But here, is this yours? Now there is not used, let's say, umbrella. So it is this yours? Okay. Here also same thing you can find. He lent me his jacket. See, before naming word jacket, there is his. And here, this isn't my jacket, it's his. Now after is, there is not naming word. So it is possessive pronoun. Her, I borrowed her car. See, before car, naming word car, there is her. That's why it is possessive adjective. But here, the car is hers. Okay. So before, after us, there is not naming word, not noun. Here, do you like my doll? These are its clothes. Here, you have to note down that for possessive adjective and for possessive pronouns, you have to use its. And we don't need naming word after its for possessive pronouns. Okay. So it means we need their nouns. After its, there won't be, let's say there will be noun. For this case, only its case. Okay. Now a lot of our friends came to our party. Look at, party is a naming word here again, and our is used. So it is possessive adjectives or pronouns. Yes, very good. That is possessive adjectives. And now ours, that car is ours. So here again, after ours, there is not a naming word. So it is a possessive pronoun. Now their house is lovely. See, after before house, before naming word, there is the word pronoun their. so it is possessive adjective. But here that house is theirs. After theirs, there is not a naming word. That's why it is a possessive pronoun. Dear students, you shouldn't forget that if we use person's name to show the possession, okay, at that time we have to use apostrophe comma. For example, we wrote Mina's, let's say M-I-N-A-S, Mina's bag, okay, Binod's doll, B-I-N-O-D-S, Binod's doll. So if you want to write the naming word to show the possession, at that time you have to use their apostrophe comma. Look at, this is what we call apostrophe comma S, okay, it shows the ownership. And here Binod's doll. But if you want to write down only the pronoun at that time, for let's say girl, you have to write hers, it is hers, okay. If there is male's, boy's name, you have to write down his. If there are many, you have to write theirs, T-H-E-I-R-S, theirs. If you want to show ours, you can write down for plural, O-U-R-S, ours. This is what I have already shown you in the sentences, okay. So after it, I hope you have got the idea. So I just want to give you a small work. Are you ready to do that one? Good. Now you be ready with your pen or pencil and please write it down. And the table for you is very simple. Now the pronouns are given there. See, I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And one example is given to you. If I is pronoun for subject, then possessive adjective is my and possessive pronoun is mine. Like that, what is the possessive adjective for we and what is the possessive pronoun for we? You have to write down here. So please write it down. Well, I hope, dear students, you might have finished completing the table. Now you have to check what is the possessive adjective and what is the possessive pronoun for these pronouns, okay. So for we, see, possessive adjective is our and possessive pronoun is ours. Is that correct? Very good, if you are right. Now you. For you, possessive adjective is you. And for possessive pronouns, it is yours, okay. So like that, dear students, what is the possessive adjective for he and possessive pronoun for he? Please tell me. Yes, you are right. The possessive adjective is his and possessive pronoun is again his, okay. Now see, I hope you might have done it very correctly, and it is, see, possessive adjective is her and possessive pronoun is hers. Like that of it, it is it and its, okay. And for they, you have to write down their and theirs. So is that clear to you? Very good. Now I want to give you a task, work. The work for you is fill in the blanks with suitable possessive adjectives or pronouns. And the sentences for you are, where is ... pen? I have lost my book, can I borrow blah 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 for a week? ... dress is liked much by her friends but they didn't like. You have to supply, okay. He always takes care of blah 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 dog. You have to fill in the gap. A dog is wagging blah 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 tail. Again you have to write down. This is my school, where is ... You have to fill up, okay. Now another sentence for you is, they have already eaten, and you have to supply here correct pronoun, that is possessive adjective or possessive pronoun. Please do it now. I hope you might have finished. Now you have to check whether you are right or wrong. if you are right, if you have written all correctly, after checking with me, you can give 7 marks, full marks 7, okay? 1 for each. And then, 8 you can say, because there are 2 blanks, okay? 8 full marks, and you can give 1 for each. And if you are not right, then you minimize or minus 1 mark. Now, you just check with me. Where is now, what is the correct pronoun here? Yes, that is, where is your pen? And is this possessive adjective or possessive pronoun? Very good. This is possessive adjective because the naming word pen is here. That's why before naming word, if we use the pronoun, that is possessive adjective. Okay. Now in the second sentence, I have lost my book. Can I borrow? What do you write here? Is there naming word? No. Then what it would be? Adjective or pronoun? Possessive adjective or possessive pronoun? It should be possessive pronoun. Can I borrow yours? See, after yours there is not a naming word. For a week. Now, number 3. Dress is liked. Again, dress is a naming word. So you have to supply the pronoun. And that pronoun is possessive adjective. So what did you supply there? See. Her dress is liked most by her friends, but they didn't like. You can write any possessive pronoun. So I have written here mine. You can write down but they didn't like, let's say his. They don't like theirs, no problem. It will be correct. But you have to write down possessive pronoun. Number 4. He always takes care of. Now he. So here is naming word dog. That's why you have to supply here possessive adjective. And the possessive adjective for here is his. Isn't it? Very good. Now number 5. A dog is wagging. Whose tail? Tail is a naming word. Now the word is its. Okay. So it is possessive adjective and sometimes it can be possessive pronouns because we cannot use only its, its. If you write only a dog is wagging its, then it won't be complete. Alright. So for possessive adjective and for possessive pronoun, after its, its, we use tail, naming word. Now number 6. This is my school. Where is? Now after here no naming word. That's why it should be possessive. Very good. Pronoun. That is yours. This is my school. Where is yours? Now the last sentence. They have already eaten cakes. Now cakes is a naming word. So you have to supply here pronoun and that pronoun is again possessive adjective and that is their cakes. Okay. So if you are all correct, please, you can give 8 marks. If you are not, then you have to minus 1 for 1 mistake. Is that clear? Now, after this, I just like to give you home assignment. I hope you enjoy doing homeworks. Okay. So the home assignment for you is fill in the blanks with suitable possessive pronouns. This time you have to write down only possessive pronouns, correct or suitable possessive pronouns. Okay. The sentences for you are, this is Pawan's book. It is, now you have to write down. For example, you have to write down here, it is his. Okay. Like this you have to do. Please write it down in your notebook. Number 2, this is Shraddha's house. It is, you have to supply correct possessive pronoun. Number 3, this is our classroom. It is, you have to supply correct possessive pronouns. These are their pens. These are, again you have to supply. It is our dog's kennel. It is, you have to write down correct. Okay. Now, this is my dress. It is, you have to write down. And this is your bicycle. It is, say. I hope, dear students, you enjoyed our today's class, and I also hope that you might have better understood using possessive pronouns in our daily communication. Please don't forget to use them in your daily talking, daily communication. So this much for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.